want to start out by looking at signing up for SalesPad Cloud. We call it onboarding. And again, that's a common term that is used throughout the software industry. So there's a couple different ways that you can sign up as a new user. You can go through our website, which I have pulled up here, where we can go click on the sign up page. So if we go to our website, go to products, pick cloud, we can click sign up, and that's going to take us to our sign up page. And so this is where we can create a new user account or a login for a new account. We can also do it from within QuickBooks Online. We can go to the apps, search for SalesPad or SalesPad Cloud. That will bring you to our app cart, and you can sign up that way. The one thing I will caution you though is if you have signed up, created an organization and company, created company data, and then at a later date you try to go through QuickBooks Online and attach the company from the QuickBooks side, that does not work. Anytime that you try to connect from QuickBooks Online and connect to SalesPad Cloud as the initial setup, it's going to attempt to create a new organization and company for you. So if you plan on doing setup and you want to go ahead and do that before you have your QuickBooks company, then you're going to go, the ideal way is to set up through our website or sign up through our website, create your new account. Now, at any time you could also, if you had an existing QuickBooks Online company, you could attach from there and create a new SalesPad company. And again, if you have an existing QuickBooks Online company, you can always go from SalesPad Cloud to QuickBooks Online and connect to an existing company. So just a thing to be cautious about is if you have that company already set up and you try to connect from QuickBooks Online, it's going to attempt to create a new SalesPad Cloud company. So we're going to put in a new username and password here. So I'm going to pick, and in this case, I'm just going to do just a mimic of my account. And so we put in our username and password or create a new user. So this is if we have an existing user. I'm going to start as a new user, and so I'll go to new here, and I'm going to just sign up under a new account. And again, I've got multiple accounts already set up, so to get a unique one, I'm going to just add a couple digits there after my email address. And we're going to create a password, agree to the terms and service, make sure that you're not a robot, and we're going to go ahead and sign up. So, and that's going to take us to where we can create our organization and our company. So SalesPad Cloud is a little bit unique in that when you initially sign up for an account, you are signing up to create a new organization. So it's a top-down approach or structure. So we have organization at the top, and below that you can have one or more companies. Now your user account is per organization. Anytime you add additional users, which we'll cover shortly, those are per organization as well. And those users can be added to one or more companies or given permission to access one or more companies within your organization. When you are paying per user or per seat, that per user count is at the organization level. So you could have 3 companies set up under your organization. You can have 6 users set up. You are only going to be paying for those 6 users, but those 6 users can access one or more of those 3 companies that you have set up within that organization for no additional charge. So the only time that you would incur additional charges is 1 is if you add additional users, or 2 is if you decide to set up a completely new organization and add companies under that organization, then it would be a separate account from this one that we're setting up here. So I am just going to go ahead and name this, and again, this is just a generic company and organization that I'm setting up. First thing I can do is I name my organization, and then I can name my company within my organization. I can also go ahead and upload a company logo if I wanted to, so I could click the upload logo button, which would allow me then to select a file off my machine and upload a company logo. I'm going to go ahead and click finish. So this could take a couple minutes. What we typically are doing here is we're creating that organization, we're creating that initial company within that organization. We're also creating your account for you for your subscription. And then we're also preloading any of that predetermined data that we have set up. And then once it's finished, it's going to take us into that company. And so at this point, we are ready to either start setting up our company. And again, we're not connected to QuickBooks. We're not connected to any other integration. But now we're ready to go ahead and start creating that or setting up that company if we like. We could go ahead and start inviting users. So there's multiple different things that we can do here. Whenever we are set up a new company, we go ahead and we default in SalesPad accounts. So if we go look at our settings and we look at our, we'll use inventory settings, you'll notice that we already have an expense account, dropship inventory, assembly variance, income account. We've pre-built the necessary general ledger account. So this way we don't need to be attached to QBO for you to start adding items, for you to start creating sales transactions. We go ahead and default all of those in. Once I tie this company to QuickBooks, we're going to push those accounts over to QuickBooks. And then again, because these are settings driven, if you already have an inventory account or you already have an income account that you want to use set up in QuickBooks Online, you can go here and you can change your settings and use those existing accounts. Otherwise, it's going to continue to use the SalesPad Cloud accounts that we create. And again, over on the QuickBooks side, we will create those same accounts with the same names as SPC expense, SPC dropship inventory, income. So you will know these accounts were created by SalesPad. So now that I have my organization and company set up, I can go to my Manage Organization screen. And again, only the organization owner, so the one that set up the initial organization, has access to this Manage Organization screen. And so this is where I can go and I can add new users. So if I need to invite a couple additional users, I can go in here and I can type in their name or their email address, confirm that email address, and then I can assign them access to one or more companies. And again, I only have a single company set up. We also default in a company admin security, so I'm going to add that. Now I could always go back and create new security groups and break that security up a little bit, and then I would change that here as well. If I need to add an additional or put this user or give this user permission to access another company, I can click the Add Another Company option there. In this case, I only have the one. But this screen then turns or adds this great green bar across the top. And so these changes show up under my pending changes. So I could add a number of users here. And again, each time that I add a user, it's going to change my subscription level. If I hit my drop down here, I can see what my subscriptions are. So again, this is a little bit off because we are not charging $49 a user. Our pricing is listed on our website. But again, as you add additional users, you would see that increase or add up or those seat charges change here. So I've got these changes. These changes will be pending. If I try to leave this page without confirming those changes, it's going to undo anything that I've done. So, or if I hit this undo button next to any of the pending names or pending users, it will also undo those users or undo that change as well. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and confirm my changes, and it's going to show me what's going to happen. So now I'm getting 2 users, and so then I can click on confirm my changes. That's going to update my account and invite that additional user to my company. I also have the option of going under my billing section. So we initially start you out with a 30-day trial. We are going to notify you if you haven't added in credit card information for us to start billing your account. So we're going to automatically start billing your account if you've added your credit card information in. But I can do that here under my billing section, add in that information, update my account, and that's going to store that credit card so that we can use that for any of those monthly fees going forward. If you happen to have a coupon code that was given to you by either a SalesPad employee or some type of marketing push or through a pro advisor, you can go click on your monthly subscription details and you can add that coupon code in here. And again, a coupon is at the organization level, it's not at the company level. So you would enter in that coupon code, click add, we'll validate whether that coupon code exists, and then we'll show you the financial impact of using that coupon code. So it may discount your seats by, or your users by 10%, or again, whatever that coupon code that we've sent over to you. So again, the organization owner is the only user that has access to this manage organization screen. I can also get to it if I go to the switch company screen. I can get to it from this drop down on the organization level. And again, this gives us a good, this screen gives us a good indication or description of how that organization and company setup works. So organization is at the top level, and then company, and I can add multiple companies to allow, again, I can have a test account or a test company, and I can have my production company. And again, I'm not charged per company. I'm charged per user. Those users are at the organization level and have access to one or more companies.